Wait! There must be another way. This one need not die.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
And here we are in the actual gameplay itself, at least for a brief spell. This is going to be a little bit of a tutorial coming up here. And here we are as our protagonist, Altair, or as I'm going to call him Al, because I talk goofy. Oh, and over here, you're going to see these throughout the game. This is a little barrier of sorts. Better than an invisible wall, I guess. This is where I guess we came in through the cutscene or something of the sort. Anyhow, they do that to block you off from wandering around or what have you. Some of them get lifted later in the game. But let's go ahead and get forward here. Strike a pose. Free step. Now, you might, if you ever played the Prince of Persia Sands of Times games or what have you, you might kind of recognize some of the acrobatics in this. That's because Ubisoft actually grabbed folks from that team in order to pull together the parkour type feel inside the game. It was something that was kind of hyped up a lot and it really delivered on.
There! That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet! Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
Well, this might not go over too well. Al seems a little more hot-headed than the other assassins would like to see. They were supposed to come here and avoid confrontation if possible, but Al's pretty keen on taking out their head enemy right here, face first. That's not normally how they do things. Let's see if it goes over well.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Ah. Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
No!
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Men, to arms! Kill the assassins!
Well, that didn't go over too well. And it seems we can't get back over there. We'll have to see if our buddies do okay, but chances are Robert had more men back there, so they probably were kind of outnumbered. But we can't exactly help them, so let's just forge ahead up here, shall we? And that passageway up there looks pretty inviting. Here's a little more display of kind of advanced parkour moves, or free running, or walling, as it says here. That's walling. There we go. So we kind of screwed the pooch here, because Altair jumped when he shouldn't have. Only real choice is to head back and report to the powers that be that Al dropped the ball.
Skipping part of memory to a more recent one.
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the Master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
And here we are moving around once again. A little bit more freedom, but we got to head up to report to the boss. A little bit of backstory on the assassins in this game. You see, the word assassin has a few little interesting origins that all originate from one single group. The group in particular is basically what Al's group, the Assassins, are a carbon copy of in history. See, right around the late 11th century or so, there was a group of people that were formed. They were of a Nizari branch of the Shiites, I believe. I'm not a master of, I guess you say, the religious background at the time, but essentially they broke off to do their own little thing, and these group of people had a knack for killing high-up members of society, such as generals or what have you, and they eventually got tied in history to the word assassin, because that's basically what they made kind of their MO. Around the time, there was, I'm not 100% sure what they were called typically, but eventually a slur was supposedly one of the reasons behind the name they got in society, the Hashashin. Now, there were a number of theories as to how the name came about. One was the Hashash prefix was a tie-in to how folks started spreading rumors that they would do drugs and hashish before they'd go off and do their killings. Another was the Hashash or hashish prefix can translate to rabble or outcast. Now, tying into the actual full version of the word, assassin or assassin. Assassin was a phrase that they claim was used by the founder of the group, Hassan-i Sabah. And assassin translates to the supporters or the pillars of the faith. I didn't realize until I was doing the subtitles, but you'll see mention of that towards the end of the video. Now, the castle we see here is basically a carbon copy of the Assassin's true headquarters in history. What they called the place was Alamut, and it's about 60 miles or 100 kilometers from modern-day Tehran, Iran. But the thing is, we're inside Masyaf, Syria.
Ah, he returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
Well, that guy doesn't really like us too much, clearly. Anyhow, as I was saying, this takes place in Masyaf, Syria, and the geology around here is kind of a mismatch. You see, it was copied from a very mountainous and very distinctive setting inside the mountainous regions of Tehran, but over here in Masyaf, it's actually more characterized by plains. But the reason they put it here is because the locales we see in the game are much, much closer to modern-day Masyaf as opposed to where Alamut was located.
It is an honor.
The master waits within.
Well, time to break the bad news. It's probably not going to take this too well. Oh, this right up ahead here. This burning bull. Some folks think it was kind of a nod from Ubisoft towards the whole hashish moniker the Assassins had. Personally, I'm not 100% on that. Could be burning anything. Could be just incense, but whatever. Let's go ahead and get this going.
Altair,
Master.
come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templars' treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Malik and Kadar?
Dead.
No! Not dead.
Malik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favored failed to find. Here, take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
So here we go. Got ourselves a bit of a combat tutorial up here. Normally I like using the hidden blade, but they're going to make us use the sword here. Combat's pretty simple. Gonna go through a few little maneuvers up here. And first off, the basics, defending. Regular attacks. Yeah, enemies can die pretty easy. These are stronger attacks. You'll see the guards will recoil a little bit more. Here's a personal favorite. Counters. There are several kinds of animations, but I somehow keep on happening upon the same one for quite a while. Normally you'll end up against a lot of enemies, so you're going to kind of favor the defensive in these games typically. I'll try to avoid exploiting the counter move too much, because it can get a little cheap at times.
Die, heathen!
Kind of got blindsided there. There is a dodge maneuver. There's also throw, but I didn't get around to doing that in this video.
Over here! I'll cut you down!
It's kind of neat once you get a little more skilled at this, because you can just rip through a crowd of people pretty quick.
Assassin! You can't run forever!
There, I knew I'd get to a different counter eventually.
Break off the attack and return to Masyaf! Al-Mu'alim commands it!
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
We'll see what's planned here. Broke off the attack and pulled back in, but Robert's men are still out there. Gotta deal with them somehow. And you can see Al's screw up here kind of caused quite a bit of repercussions. A lot of folks dead or injured.
Atair, come. Al-Mu'alim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
There's another gate here on the opposite side, and apparently Robert's men have kind of piled up over here. Hoping to lay siege, I imagine.
Stand on that platform, Atair.
Yeah, you see these little birds on the edge of the platform here? Make a little bit of a mental note.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage! Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain? when the wells run dry and their food is gone.
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
Yeah, remember those birds on the edge of the platform? They're markers of when you can do this.
Oh, my leg! Ah! Oh, my leg!
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us. I'll stay behind and tend to him. You'll have to go ahead without us. The ropes there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go and release it. Rain death upon our enemies.
As I was saying about the whole jump move there, whenever you do that, you use a quick getaway or just a shortcut down to a lower level, and you don't get harmed. Balance beams, it's pretty straightforward. It's just another platform to run across. And we got ourselves some more climbing up here. Oh boy, oh boy. Now, right up here, a little bit more extended climbing with a few more, I guess you say, obstacles or props to make use of on the wall. One thing I'd like to point out is that Al's animations aren't exactly canned or what have you. He does a pretty smooth transition from one little movement to the next, which was very unique for this time, and still is, honestly. And if you get bored of the climbing, there's always the scenery back there. How about that? The visuals in this are pretty darn awesome. But enough about that, let's take a gander at this trap up here. We should be right behind where the bad guys were. Attack? Don't mind if I do. Let's try this out, shall we?
To a more recent one.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you were successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet, the worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I'm sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.